Hello, welcome back to another planet log. This is planet log number 11, and this one is mainly just filled with my 2023 bullet journal setup, but also my December letter to self. So I hope you guys enjoy just the creating and voiceover sort of style of this video. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. So this notebook is actually the Notebook Therapy Suki Dolphin notebook. Basically it's a dark teal, velvet sort of fabric notebook with a gold dolphin design on the front. If you're wondering, it is the same design as last year because I actually had a spare of this notebook and I decided to just use it this year. So the overall theme for this year is just a simple black and white theme or old-timey theme. Basically anything general to do with my bullet journal. So it's the cover page, the year at a glance, and some general trackers. I just kept it very simple and easy to draw. So here I've got the cover page going. I just did 2023 colored in sort of like a old sort of time font. Yeah, I had to sketch it out, but I did mess up a little bit. But that's the nice thing about having this sort of theme is that you mess up a little bit, it's kind of easy to fix. You just gotta make it look neat. So for the year at a glance this year, I kept it really simple. I had 3 months to a page, and basically to the left of each section I have a mini month view where I can mark out or circle out the important dates, and then on the right I have enough space for me to list out the dates and what they are for. For the fonts, I just kept it really simple, just block lettering and my simple handwriting. And each section is broken up by a broken line, sort of. Basically what I did was that I had enough pressure to get ink on the page, but then not so much that I couldn't basically use an unsteady hand to break up some sections of the page. If you're wondering what materials I'm using, this is mainly my uni pin fine liners and also an art line fine liners. I've also used a few Stabilo fine liners and some Prismacolor pencils. If you're wondering, these are materials that I normally use whenever I make something. So yeah. Honestly, for the year of 2023, I have a couple things planned already. The main thing right now that I want to focus on is for me to get ready for January of next year. If you guys saw my last vlog, you know that I was planning to make a BTS diorama, and I'm nearly done with it, so I'm actually quite happy with how far along it came from the start. But what I don't want to do is start the school semester with an unfinished art project. So basically my priorities for January is to get the BTS diorama done, also sort out my desk and just make it neat and just more functional, but also just prepare for next year, as in organize my folders, my files, just making sure I got all the school supplies I need for school. But other than that, so far the other plans are sort of further into the year, and so yeah, right now for January, organizing myself is my priorities. And I do wish that I had more time to actually make more dioramas, but ended up that I was working or I am at the moment working quite a fair bit, and also my break ended up being 2.5 months, whereas regular uni students bachelors or courses that follow that structure, they get quite a few months, as in they start in March and end in the start of November, whereas I ended in the middle of the November and I start in February. So yeah, I guess the future will hold more time for me to make more dioramas, but I really want to make more. But in any words, and now it's onto the trackers. So the two trackers that I have set up for the year this year is the money and weight tracker. I actually did set up these two trackers for last year as well, but I didn't do a good job at keeping track of them. But yeah, that's basically, I didn't know what to expect for my course. But now that I know what's is probably gonna happen going into this year, I am planning to track my money, or like my savings amount and my weight like every month. So yeah, I'm not really aiming to spend my money on anything in particular. I just want to save up. But also, just so you know, each mark on the y-axis of the money tracker goes up by 1,000. Um, for weight, my goal is to just maintain the way I'm at. Nothing drastic, just, keep me at where I am. But yeah. Now on to January. I don't really know what to call this theme. It's basically just me like using purple and just making sure like each section or each colored bit is like incorporated into each other. So like that's why it has like curvy wispy lines. But basically the inspiration I had was from a couple of artworks on Pinterest I found when I was looking for some inspiration to do like a calendar sort of thing. But the idea behind the calendar is that I would basically customize my own yearly calendar so then I can have it in front of my desk, because sometimes I just run out of desk space and I can't actually like have my bullet journal out with the month at a glance. So yeah, I basically use my Prismacolor pencils and then an outline fine liner for the cover page. Um, yeah, the calendar itself that I'm talking about, I only done January. Like I finished the cover for January and also the month layout for January, but then I haven't finished February yet. And so I actually want to just sit down and like once all the projects are over, obviously, like just sit down and just draw all the months out so that I can have my calendar, because I do want one wall calendar up on my wall this year. The only other thing I want to ahead plan or like do ahead of time is actually the rest of my bullet journal. I actually think that might be a good idea for me to do my entire bullet journal before the actual year starts, just so then, or at least half of the bullet journal, just so then I don't have to worry about it in the middle of semester or my term, because I just end up being really lazy and just making really boring spreads. But basically, this is the mini month slash monthly tracker page for January. The mini month, I put the month to the left. It's just a very generic calendar. I did accidentally add an extra row again. I gotta stop doing that someday. But basically across the page I did the same like purple wispy lines with a stabilo fine liner. It does cut the calendar a bit. I do wish that I made it lighter or like got a lighter one. But yeah. Then for the daily pages, I just kept it really simple. Like I said, I was very lazy, and I think I am getting a bit burnt out with my bullet journals. But basically, I just kept it to 8 days a page and just allows for each day to have an appropriate amount of space. So now on to my letter to self for December 2022. I basically decorated each page or paper with stickers and washi tape, and basically I don't have too many stickers that were actually pink themed in my collection. And what I did was that I just used like some white label circle stickers and colored them in with like Copics, Tombos, and even Born markers. But yeah, and what I did was that I just layered certain colors over each other just to give a bit of a texture. But basically, these washi tape and sticker components, they went down the left side slash margin, and basically I wrote in the right side like a normal letter. What I did was that I decorated one piece of paper on camera, and then I did the rest off camera because I figured that if I write the letter first, then I will at least know how many pages I would need to use. What I actually did was I actually started writing the letter in black. Then I realized I have a pink gel pen, so I think from now on, the pen will also be themed to the color that I went with. And on the front, I just put the December 2022, and on the back, there's a sticker saying December 2027, just reminding me of like which month I did it in and when it's meant to be opened. I basically decorated the envelope in the same way using the same like sort of materials. It's just that I overlapped the stickers over the edges just to make it one whole thing, and I also added a purple flower sticker as well. So along with the letter in my envelope for my future self, I basically put in a printed photo of stray kids performing Thunderous in the Skuzu like costumes. I found that really funny, and so I just wanted to put it in. And I think now I'm just gonna have like a photo for every month, and just so that I can show myself, hey, you like this. And also I wrote on the back like what it was, what it actually was. And then if you saw, I put a Ziploc bag of like a little bit of hair. It's actually my hair because I actually colored it just not too long ago. It didn't turn out too well, but I just wanted to include it just because. So now onto the wax seal stamp. I actually had some lavender wax beads that I thought that would be really cute with this color scheme, and so I used 3 of those. And towards the end of the melting bit, I actually put in some pink and white glitter, and I think the glitter adds a nice effect. It sort of got really mixed into the wax, but it still was really nice to have on. Yeah, and if you're wondering, like my wax, like my sealing of the wax melts have not gotten any better with uneven surfaces, so it was a tiny bit wonky and I actually had to like reshapen the wax seal. So yeah. And with that, here's a final shot of the envelope and also a few materials that I used. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Hit subscribe if you want to. And I hope to see you guys in the next vlog. Spoiler alert, it'll be my BTS diorama vlog. So yeah, I will see you guys then. Bye.